Well, I've had a delivery today, and I've got a few bits and pieces which, unless you're a bookbinder, they're not really exciting, if you know what I mean. But I haven't got a lot of room here because I've been messing. But I bought myself a medium stone, 8x3 by half an inch, and it's a USA piece of kit, and I think it's made in Mexico originally. It's called a Norton Pike, and they're good quality because I've been looking at them on the net, and it's probably a bit rough for what people want, but I wanted something that would sharpen rather quickly, and I'm not too fussy about anything. And it says oil stone, but I've been using it as a whetstone and it seems to work quite well, so I'm not bothered about that. And I just forget how much it was, but it's got two sides. It hasn't got a roughness smooth or anything like that, but I've got a relatively good edge. So well, that's a stone anyway, and it's in the little box, and I've got a little sprayer, excuse me, and what I do, I just spray it on, and I get the right amount for what I want. You shouldn't use tissue really, you should use a rag, but it is an oil stone, but it works well with water, so I'll try anything, me. I don't care what I don't particularly want to use oil because it smells, and I'm getting on a bit, and I don't really want the mess. But this does prove a mess. You know when you're cutting well, when you get the slag that comes off, which is it. I don't know if you can see it there. I missed a little bit there, but there's a little bit of, just there, you can see, of like muck. Anyway, that's the oil stone. And it works because I've tried it. And I sharpened up this thing, which is an English paring knife. And what you do with it, for those that are uninitiated, I haven't got a stone or anything to put it on. You should put it on a stone or a piece of glass or whatever. And you put it down like this at an angle, and you gently cut off what you need to cut off. And I've been sharpening it, but I haven't sharpened it enough yet, so, and that is very awkward stuff. It's like a goat skin, it's very, very thin to start with. But I've done the 20-degree angle on it, and they say that if you think it's sharp, I'll just wipe the edge on this a little bit because it's been cutting that thing. They reckon if it's sharp, it's I've got a piece of paper, it's just 80 GSM paper, that's all. And there you go. So I don't know if you want to see that again. So there you go. It's pretty sharp, but it's not sharp as I want it. But I'm only learning, and I've got a traditional knife, which is this one. It's been sharpened, but it's got a good bear on that, so I'll have to resharpen it. But that's the one for cutting off larger bits on the inside for paring down, and I've got to learn how to use that as well. So I'm learning all the time, little bits and pieces. And I bought what they call a backing hammer, and it's got a hickory handle, and it was quite expensive, but it'll last me for the rest of my time. And it's a lot smaller than the other ones are, a lot tidier, and it feels a lot heavier. And it's got a ball and pain, which is what I want, and I'm going to try this out and see if it's any better, but it feels different in the hand. It feels like it can do the job properly. Anyway, I'll let you know when I've used it. I haven't used it yet, but I've got a book to do, so I've got some rounding and backing to do on the book, and I've got this one to do, so I'll probably do a bit of rounding and backing on this one, and we'll see what happens. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, I got some headbands of various types, and I think they're in metre lengths, and I got two 2-metre lengths in a roll, and this one's what you could call it, golden black or yellow and black or whatever you want, and it makes the book attractive. I know it's cosmetic, and I think the nearest thing to that I've got is this one, which is black and white. It looks like black and white to me. Black and white. So I've got them in a piece of paper to keep them out of the way, because you only use little bits at a time. But it's amazing how quickly they go, because you use once, you take one out and you just use that one up. Normally I do. This is my favourite one, black and red. I use a lot of black and red. It's a favourite colour. But if you're going to do a book, you need something closer to what you need. I haven't got any blues or anything because nobody's mentioned it. And some of these colours go well with blue. I mean, that looks bluish when you've got it in. The black one looks bluish when you've got it in. And the colours are pretty similar. Close to being similar. That's black. This is, that one's black and red, and this is like purple or maroon and white, which is, it goes in quite well on books. These go quite well with most books, and that one's grey, and grey goes with everything, and grey and red. So I've used 2 or 3 of these colours before, and I was satisfied with them, and I haven't had any complaints, and people who were hard when they saw it in the back, so I used it. And a new thing that I did buy was, I've been having trouble with book hollows, and that's where you, with a leather book, this is one I just finished. It is a leather one, and in the back there you'll see that the leather itself, I'll just get it up on its own, the leather itself is held in by just a piece of paper. So behind that maroon and white end piece there, there is just a piece of paper sticking up, which is called a hollow back. And I use cartridge paper normally. I use what I used to use for my old thingy, and it works, but it's very, very soft. When it gets wet, it really softens. It's stiff while it's not wet, but once it's wet, it falls apart. So it makes this hollow back, which you require to stick this leather into, because there's nothing here to stick it into. There's the edges of the book, but here, when you're building it up, there is nothing in there for it. So this hollow back has got to be made of something, and I've been using, as I say, just cartridge paper, and what I should have been using was stuff called book hollows, and the one I got was Cardinal 250, and it's a 58 by 762 millimetre, and it's a medium paper, and this is it. It's quite stiff, and it looks like wrapping paper or card or something, but I just forget how much it was. But anyway, this, when I cut it up now, when I put it in position, it'll hold itself with the moisture on it and everything, because they do say inside a book is paste and outside a book is glue. So I'm going to take that into consideration. So if it's paste, there's probably a lot of water in it, which means that this will absorb, or it won't absorb the water. So anyway, I'm going to try it and see what it does. I've got no idea. I've never used hollow backing material before, and this is specifically for hollow backs. And this is called Book Hollows, or hollow backs, Cardinal 250, 58 by 762mm, and this is the medium one. There's several of that, I suppose, but I got the medium because I don't know what I'm doing, and we'll see when I've got it. And the other thing that I got was this. The wife asked me how much this was, and I didn't have the heart to tell her, but it really is really expensive, this. Those sheets were more expensive than shiogama. Japanese paper. I thought Japanese paper was expensive, but this is really expensive. Anyway, it's what they call English paper, and it's hand marbled. Yeah, it's hand marbled, and it looks terrific. I don't know what it looks like in the camera there, but it's looking a bit rubbishy to me. But it's absolutely beautiful. And I've only got 2 sheets, and this is the other one, which is the one I'm going to use. They're end sheets for the inside of the book, but it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know what that looks like in the camera, but anyway, I'm going to when I give it a try, and we'll see. It gives your books a bit of class. Anyway, I'll stop there, and I'll go on in a minute.